The topic is the national branch of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and we're talking to the president of the NAACP and the pastor of Hobson United Methodist Church, Reverend VDixon. And of course, Reverend Dixon, before we end the show for today, let's give you an opportunity to talk about your membership and to say something about perhaps the upcoming political elections. I know that the NAACP is nonpartisan and all of that, but the NAACP also plays a very, very significant role in at least helping to get people out to vote. So let's talk about it from that perspective.
Yes, Dr. Haney, we are a nonpartisan as far as identifying with political parties. But I would venture to say that there's not an organization in this community that has registered more voters than the NAACP. And it is one of the initiatives that is an ongoing initiative for us in getting people to come by, to getting people registered to vote. We periodically throughout the year go out to various areas and to churches and to shopping centers to register people, but I also want people to know that if they're looking for a place and they don't want to go down to the Howard School building, that they can come by our offices. Our office is at 1308 Jefferson Street. There are always applications there for them to vote. Two things when people walk through the door. We ask them if they're registered to vote, and we ask them if they're members of the organization. Let me take this time also just to kind of let you know what our membership, we have various levels of life membership. The life membership is $750. A person can pay that at one time, or they can pay it over a 10-year period of time in installments of $75. Just a regular annual membership is $30 a year, and we also have youth memberships, which are $10, which include the magazine, The Crisis. They can drop by the office, they can call the office, or they can even go online at naacp.org to get a membership application to be able to join. As we move in this coming year and looking at some of the things, particularly around the political, we've got to focus some areas around disenfranchisement. We have a large number of African-American, particularly African-American males, who, because of an arrest record, have lost their rights to vote. We've got to find ways to get those individuals back in, because we can make a tremendous impact in the next election. And it is critical. We know from the last election the impact that minority votes had upon that. And so we will be using this coming year to continue those registrations and to continue to get out information. We think it's important for people to, in order to make the right decision, to have the right information. So we do have a political action committee that will be working over the next year to try to get the information out as it relates to voting.
You know, Reverend, one of the things in dealing with elections and voting is that so many of our young people, and of course not only our young people, but so many people believe that their participation in the voting process is not important. Speak to that and tell them how very, very important it is that they participate.
It's very important, and it's not only important for them to look at it from a national level, but even on a local level. We just finished with an election, and when you look at the kinds of block voting that other organizations and other groups do, that if we use that same kind of leverage, we could have a tremendous impact to make sure that we can have leadership that is responsive to the needs and the concerns in the community. When allocation of dollars start taking place, they base those allocations on where people vote and how it is. So we think that that's very important. And we think that it is because of the work of the NAACP, that particularly in Nashville, that we have the kind of diversity on the council that we currently have, that we have representation that continues to be responsive to our needs, and that's because we do go out and vote. So it's very important for us to be involved.
And so the NAACP in Nashville has always been concerned with the suffrage